Still, good morning, peeps. Still messing around with the audio on this. It's a new feature with StreamYard, so I don't know how much of it is new feature issues and how much of it, which is probably 99%, is user new new user fee error with it. So there you go. And I've got us loaded, so head on over to the comments, put hashtag peeps, and see what we'll give away today. I'm gonna pull up the, well, here, let's do this first. I'm gonna pull up the comments first, then do away with, see, it's working. It is working. I'm gonna do away with that banner because y'all know the routine. If you want to know when I go live, and right now with this particular program on this channel, this podcast, we go live for 10 minutes at 10 Central Time, Monday through Friday. So that's a set schedule. But as we get going, I'm going to be adding more things too. So if you want to know when I go live or when I post other videos, hit the bell and the subscribe button so you don't miss any of those either, right? I'm hoping to add some more full-length interviews on this with some authors on this page. That's kind of the goal. And we'll get there. We'll get there. And who do we have today? Let's see. Let's get over to the comments so I can see them coming in. And I'm going to hide my comment. And we're going to go to Brene Brown today. I must say, I'm not. Here we go. Let's go. This user error is real today. I can blame it on the stars. We're just heading into the eclipse right now, so it is what it is, and it's been a week. Okay, but what I was going to say is I'm not much of an idolizer. I love people. I love to shine a spotlight on people. I love to look at what they're telling me. I love it when they agree with me, when they disagree with me. I adore it when they're passionate about something, and I like to share those ideas with people. That's kind of my happy place. But I've never been much of a person to idolize a celebrity. And that comes from a few things that after you watched my shows for a while, you'll probably start to connect those dots yourself. But when somebody says something so well and it speaks so true to me, I love putting a spotlight on that. And I would say that's how I feel about this quote from Brene Brown. Requiring accountability. That's a hard one, right? Requiring accountability while also extending your compassion. Those two together are like almost never exist, right? That is some work to get those in the same sentence, right? Requiring accountability while also extending your compassion. That speaks volumes to where we are in the world. People are only wanting their enemies to be accountable, and they have no compassion for them, and they want their compatriots to be excused of everything. And that's why we're so polar right now. We can't see our own faults, and all we can see are the faults of others, right? So requiring accountability while also extending your compassion is not the easiest course of action. There's an understatement. It's not the easiest course of action, which is probably why we choose not to take it, quite honestly. A lot of things that are simple and have simple solutions are not easy. And this is on the top of the list, in my opinion. But it is the most humane and ultimately the safest for the community. Oh, if I could put like 1,000 exclamation points, around this one, I would. It deserves to be repeated again, just because I think if we could say this instead of the Pledge of Allegiance in the morning, you know, and this is the bedrock of a democracy. It really is. It really, truly is. Requiring accountability while also extending your compassion is not the easiest course of action, but it's the most humane and ultimately the safest for the community. Right? I swear it should be on it should be on our driver's licenses or whatever. It should be everywhere. I would like to win the lottery and create this billboard and stick it on every darn highway that we have, just because it's so true, right? It's one sentence, but it's so true. It is so true. So, I'm obsessed with it. I really am, because it can't be simpler, but it can't be harder. But it's worth a go, because otherwise we're just in an inhumane and ultimately unsafe community. This is the only way for us to get through the mess that we're in on multiple fronts, and to get to a more humane way of living and a safer one that creates a safer community for everyone. Everyone, no exceptions, all over the globe, right? Requiring accountability while also extending your compassion is not the easiest course of action, but it's the most humane and ultimately the safest for the community. I truly want you guys to think about this, and I would truly love to hear what you think about this. And if there are downsides to this, aside from it being incredibly hard, and any time a new course is set, right? We are so accustomed to what we're accustomed to that we do it in our sleep, and this requires some awakeness, some thought, some consciousness to accomplish this. And that can be hard. That can be really hard, devastatingly hard. It's not impossible, but it's darn difficult, right? But if there's a down part of this that I'm not seeing, I want to hear about it, because I really want to hear when people agree with me, but I want to hear when they don't agree with me too. I want to hear not some vitriolic, bellicose response. I want a well-reasoned, thoughtful response. I welcome those, especially when it's in my blind spot, right? So, requiring accountability while also extending your compassion is not the easiest course of action, but it's the most humane. And ultimately, it's the safest for the community. I'm going to go ahead and, because we're out of time. How fast does that go, right? 10 minutes doesn't take much to have a cup of coffee, think a few important thoughts, in my opinion, and wish you a blessed, blessed, blessed weekend. Have a blessed weekend. Be kind to each other, be compassionate to each other, and be accountable. All righty. See you on Monday.